Okay, I'm right back into it with question 9. Do you feel that geography, where you were born, has any difference in whether a person is a Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, or any religion? That question is worded in a sort of odd way. I actually am just taking it too literal. Geography, no. The culture that you're born into, yes. For example, I identify more with Christianity because I was born in America and it's essentially everywhere. If I was born, there are some places that if I was born there, cultures that I was born into, I would be forced to be in a certain religion or another. Some cultures are completely. I apologize about that. My phone was ringing. Okay. So what I was saying was about where if I was born in certain areas, I would have been forced to have been in a religion, and I don't think that's a good thing at all. I'm definitely glad to have been born in a free country, where even though most of it is predominantly Christian, you still have the choice to be whatever religion you want. And I've looked into some parts of other religions, and there are parts that make sense to me. But anyway. So yes, I do definitely believe that geography has a complete influence on your religious background. And by geography, I mean culture. Now number 10, the last question. How would you feel if all of Christianity could be proved? It depends on what you mean by proved, because there's definitely different degrees on proved. Because clearly it's been proved that the Earth is older than, it's a few billion years old. I think that it's clearly been proved, but there are still people who say that it hasn't. If anything, I think the only thing that's completely proved is that, the sun is in the sky. Or that, that days pass. That's the only thing that everyone can agree on. Because everything else, there's degrees, that there's degrees at which people believe it. There's degrees to which how many people believe it. There's nothing that's 100% true. Except for the fact that days pass and that the sun is in the sky. But if it were proved to most people, like for example, that the Earth is older, I think that would be fine. I mean, like I said, I'm agnostic, so I do believe that there's something. The only way that it could be proved to me would be if God were to come down right here and have a chat with me. In which case I think it would change the way I view the world, because I would be able to ask him questions about the nature of reality and such, and hopefully he would answer me. And if he didn't, then I don't think I'd be able to believe that he was the God that he claims to be. So, if it could be proved, I think that would be wonderful, I definitely don't think Christianity is inherently evil. I don't think I've encountered any religion that's inherently evil. So if one were to be proved, I think that would be great. It would definitely change the way the world looks at religion. I think then a lot of religions around the world would change. And it also depends on, in my hypothetical situation of God coming down and talking to me, it would change how I view religion based on what he said. Like if he said that the only way to get into heaven would be to treat your wife as an object and to beat her daily, then I would clearly say, wow, God, you're kind of sucky there. I think I'm gonna be against you. Or on the other hand, if he said that a lot of people have given me a bum rap, I believe in, freedom to you people that I've created, and I'd say, awesome, God, is there anything I can do for you? Want some soda? Want a drink? I don't know, I'm getting kind of silly here. I guess I'm going to wrap this video up by saying, Nigellum, I appreciate your efforts, and also that a lot of people who have made comments, I haven't viewed all of the videos, only a couple, but a lot of people who have left comments have left some pretty ridiculous ones. Some saying that, some definitely insulting, like saying, oh, these questions are ridiculous, I won't even bother answering them. But you're obviously bothering to make a response, so that's kind of odd, you know, that you think this topic is important enough for you to call it ridiculous. I don't know. I think if I viewed this video and I thought these questions were ridiculous, I would just ignore them, not give them any sort of weight by responding to them. So, you know, atheists, you know, maybe you should be a little bit smarter about the way you choose your replies, because you're sounding very derogatory and bigoted, you know. Not all, by any means, but there was a few comments that definitely took me by surprise with the audacity that they come off that this guy is just some asshole who's asking retarded questions, because this is not the case at all. To wrap everything up, Nigellum, I appreciate what you're trying to do, and if you don't want to use my video, I understand, since my view isn't atheist, it's agnostic. Goodbye, YouTube.